run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. Got the flight. Promise you if anybody can, homie, I can. Get the right man. Baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back. Run it back, and run it back. Run it, ooh, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the runs. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, but running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. About the act and run it back. You see how I act, nothing I lack. Feeling like a fatal heart attack. I die for that.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Miami Dolphins. Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. From the end zone, it's Dearness Johnson. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a... back in the opposite direction, but for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Lawrence's throw will take it in by Ingram. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And good sideline-to-sideline tackling there as they're going to get him down a couple yards short of the first. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 18.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and a yard. Again, it's Achane. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he is going to lose yardage here. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
40 yards rushing so far, and this is just their 1st possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown!
Raheem Mostert
through 19 yards away. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
Taking it right down Broadway.
Look at the big man rumble.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 81 yards.
And
And the Jaguars have regained the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's deep. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, 38 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards. But he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves you.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Flushed out right. He completes it to Ridley. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 32 yards. And the Jaguars are able to stretch out their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. And Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
McManus's point after is good, and the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Eluding the pressure right. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Jags grab it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.